Hey Frank, I have your 6309 here, and I'm glad to see it. It's a nice looking piece. I popped off the back. I don't know, as you said, that it's ever been open. Movement is beautiful and bright and shiny and clean. It's not running badly. It's not running particularly well, but it's not running badly. I think the biggest issue it has going on here is just a ferocious amount of beat error. This is when the tick doesn't match the tock. Instead of nice, even tick-tock, tick-tock, it's tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. It's not adjusted correctly. That's not a big deal, but that's a ton of beat error. But that can be adjusted out. I mean, the rest of it is actually pretty fine. I mean, 180 is low, 178 is low, but I mean, it's running like an original unserviced 6309 will run. I don't see any noise or any chatter, and it's running fairly steadily. And this always tells me that with a servicing and a cleaning, it's going to look fine. It's going to be fine. I could definitely tell the mainspring feels gluey, so we're going to find the usual things. We're going to find dry pivots. We're going to find a mainspring that's filled full of old black oil and grease, rather, and junk. And it's going to be sucking up a lot of the power. Okay, let's talk about rotating rings for you. I'm going to put you down for a second. Okay, first off, your watch is quite attractive, actually. It's a nice piece. It's a later piece. It's the non-Suwa. But I like them, and one of the hallmarks of this era of 6309 I see is get this little peppery, dark look to the loom, which I actually like. I think it's nice looking. It's one of the sort of the hallmarks of this era of 6309. I find some people, they're not really up on these, but I find for some reason that the movements that went into these later ones tend to be a little better. They tend to run a little bit better. I don't know why that is. I'm still wondering about it. So, talking about rotating rings, what I do here is I do functional original restoration. If I can possibly avoid it, I'll never use a reproduction part. I'd much rather have worn original than something that is that's something brand new, but it's not original to Seiko. So I have 3 rotating rings here, and we're gonna try them. I'm not actually gonna put them on. I'm just gonna drop them on here. For a watch like yours that has a little bit of wear, I want to see parts that match the rest of the watch. Whenever I restore something using original parts, I want to really try to get stuff together that matches. So this is the darkest of them, and it has some wear and some peppering on the insert, but not bad. And overall, it's actually, I think it's a good match. And then you have this one. It's interesting. I actually prefer the color on this one. It has a little bit of a bluish cast, which you see on the later inserts, but it got some hurt over here. It just depends how much wabi you really want to see. And then I have one that was used on somebody's working watch, and he just didn't want it back. This is the original rotating ring for his watch that he used as a professional diver, and I've kept it ever since, hoping that I can find a home for it, because it should be on an original watch. And my first thought was actually for this rotating ring on this watch, but it's a matter of what look you want and how wabi do you want it to be. So there's that one. There's this one. And then there's this one. They have different prices. It's just a matter of what you think. But you tell me, you let me know. Okay, bye-bye.